What's up guys, Ricky with Rapscallion Gaming coming at you with some more Halo MCC gameplay. Now in yesterday's video, while looking through the maps that were going to be featured in the Team Ball playlist, I noticed that the Halo 4 Forge Island was one of the maps that was going to be in it. And after posting that video and playing a few more matches, I actually hit the jackpot. So what you're actually looking at here is a full remake of Onyx from Halo 4 in the MCC. So I was only able to play like one match of Onyx during my session last night, but I'm not sure if any other maps like Simplex are going to be in the rotation or not. I don't know if you guys have maybe run into it or not. The only one that I've really ever seen come up as an option is Onyx. So I was really excited to see Onyx come up in the rotation, and pretty much virtually everybody in my lobby voted for it. So that was like a sure sign that that match was going to be a good one, or the match we're watching here now is going to be a good one. So you know, right off the bat, there were a few things that I noticed that were different on the map, like the fact that OS doesn't spawn on top mid anymore, which is kind of weird. But other than like one or two minor changes like that, the map feels exactly like it did back in the 360 version on Halo 4. But you know, this time around, I can really notice the difference between like the 30 FPS on the 360 and now like the updated 60 FPS on the Xbox One. It was like really the first time I got to see the Halo 4 Forge system in action on the MCC, and I gotta say, like, it looks really great. I didn't notice any frame drops like whatsoever while I was playing on the map, and it felt really smooth, and I had like no lag at all during the match. So that's a really great sign for the future of Forge maps in, you know, the MCC matchmaking. So a lot like how I mentioned in my last video, I felt like the Team Ball playlist itself is a beta of sorts for the Team Objective playlist that's going to be coming out here next month or so. And I feel like putting the Forge maps in this playlist is like 343's way of low-key testing out, rolling out some more Forge maps in even more playlists. So, you know, this could possibly be a sign of an exclusive Forge playlist. If that were the case, I'd love to see 343 do something like a community Forge playlist like they did back in Halo 4. That was like such a really cool way to get everyone in the Halo community at large like to just be able to collaborate together just on this one project. But like the best Forgers got to showcase their creations, and then everybody else got to go on there and play them and like vote for what the ones that they thought were the best. So, you know, that'd be such a really cool thing to see come back, and the hype levels for Halo and the MCC would just like go through the freaking roof. I know I would be like crazy hyped to be able to play those maps. You know, a lot, like, because we got to see some really cool maps like Hikau. That's still like one of my favorite maps on the Forge palette in Halo 4. Like to this day, it was such a good map. And not to mention Onyx or Simplex. Like that was like such cool creations from the Forge maps back on Halo 4. But you know, like another thing I would like to see come from Forge maps, you know, possibly making their way into matchmaking here, is like a cross-game Forge-only playlist. So like imagine having the best maps from Halo 3, Halo 4, and H2A or Halo 2 Anniversary all in the same playlist together. Like, I'd love to play some of the great maps like back from the old Halo 3 and Halo 4 days. And again, like the hype levels will be insane for that. Playing maps like stuff like from Sandtrap or Foundry, Ravine, or whatever the other two Forge palettes were from Halo 4, and of course the Forge Island itself. Like it'd be just so freaking amazing to see all that stuff make its way into MCC. You know, but anyway, those are just some of my thoughts on Forge in MCC matchmaking, and hopefully someday soon the things that we talked about here, or like something similar, will happen. So let me guys know what you think about Forge in multiplayer in the MCC. Have you guys ran into any other maps in the Team Ball playlist here other than Onyx, like Simplex or anything like that?
If you've seen Simplex, you must tell me immediately. I want to play that map so bad.
But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like, and as always, thank you so much for watching.
Rapscallion out.